Huawei has come to Mobile World Congress with two new phones, the P10 and the P10 Plus. And like the P9 before them, this has the Leica name attached to it. So what you're getting here is two different sensors, a 20 megapixel monochrome one paired with a 12 megapixel RGB sensor. That means you should be able to take extraordinary shots, whether that means landscape stuff, portraits, or macro. And you also get that choice between shooting full color or also black and white with that dedicated monochrome sensor. But also Huawei's going for the full package here. This is just 6.9 millimeters thin, and it has a design which far outstrips the P9. This is a really gorgeous looking phone. As well as Leica, Huawei has also teamed up with Pantone to introduce two new colors, as well as the usual ones, black, silver, rose gold, that sort of thing. You can get this in a dazzling blue, which Pantone has sort of put together, and also a greenery as well, which is a much darker, deeper, luscious green. And really what Huawei is trying to say here is that this is a brand that now has design and taste attached to it. When you compare it with the countless other smartphones that are flagship quality and have the best specs attached to them, how do you differentiate? Well, Huawei is going for this approach. They talked about the new cosmopolitan lifestyle at their press conference today. And it's all about trying to aim for that sort of, aspirational quality. But otherwise, it's Android nougat, and it's kind of what you'd expect from Huawei. It's that EMUI, Android skin layered on top, which isn't for everyone, but it's what they've been going for. And they promised that they've pared it back just a little bit more so than last time with the P9. The big thing here really is the Leica camera. Last year, it actually turned out to be a little bit of a dud. Leica had sort of attached their name to it, but it didn't really sound like they'd done an awful lot of development on the hardware itself. So the big thing here is to see whether this time Leica can do better from a photographic standpoint. So in addition to this system on the back, which Leica is calling the Dual 2.0 Pro Edition, there's also the selfie snapper on the front, which is the first time that Huawei has put a Leica branded camera in the front. They're saying it's a better sensor, wider aperture, and also has a few neat tricks to it. At the press conference, we saw them having a mode where if suddenly a group of you came together to shoot a selfie, it would automatically re-crop the shot in order to get all of you in. So little things like this, which Huawei is trying to sell, that match both the sort of technical and that sort of legacy that has with the Leica brand attached to it, as well as those more modern features and comforts that people have come to expect from their smartphones. So the P10 is going to start at 649 euros, which is about $685. Or you can go for the P10 Plus, that starts at 699 euros. Or if you want to go even further, typically this phone has 4 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of internal storage. If you pay a little bit more, you can bump that up to 6 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage in the P10 Plus, and that'll be going for 799 euros. Again, this is Huawei's attempt to show that it can play with the smartphone heavyweights of the world. For more coverage here at Mobile World Congress, stay tuned at Engadget.com and youtube.com/Engadget.